It all started when I was 10 years old and my pa left us to go to New Orleans. I had to provide for my mom and my 5 sisters. Had to work down at the factory, producing textiles, making shirts for little girls and boys. There were many hazards at the factory. For example, many women and men would be cut and pass out from lack of blood when they were dealing with the weaves. At the factory, I was paid a base salary of 50 cents a day, and I'd work 13 hours a day with 2 30-hour breaks, or 30-minute breaks, not hour breaks, 30 minutes. And then, eventually, times kept getting hard. We ran out of money, and I had to pick up a second job at the tavern. At the tavern, I'd be a bartender and serve people beer and liquor and other great stuff. And then one day at the tavern, a man came in and started to beat me up for no apparent reason, just because I was an innocent kid. Eventually, that caused me to have seizures on the job when I was at the textile factory from exhaustion and lack of sleep, which is exhaustion. Alright, so at the factory, eventually there was a strike from lack of production. People would have to work 14 to 15 hours a day. Eventually, as times got even tougher, around the Panic of 1907, people would have to work up to 16 to 17 hours a day. One of my groups was one of the people. My group was one of the groups that was kind of slacking off on production, and we were raised to about 17 hours a day without breaks. Eventually, around the end of the month, in 1908, I had complained about common seizures and that I felt as I was about to have one, and I should be taken on my post. But the advisor wouldn't let me. And now, I can't even walk because I fell into the weaves, knee first, which caused my knees to be amputated, or my legs to be amputated from the knee down. Now I'm just a simple beggar. I can't even provide. This is why I believe that we should have 8 hours a day, 5 hours a week, and right to have any labor unions.